Hey, all new content free at cardoneu.com, cardoneu.com, all new content. How to get a job in under 72 hours. We already had our first big success. How to get the PPP money, how to get the SBA money, how to take your business and blow it up and turn a crisis into expansion. Over 2,000 videos, 45 million logins, all new content just for you and free by clicking the link below, okay? Enjoy it. Let's go blow your business up. Hey, Grant Cardone here. Welcome to the Cardone Zone. So good to see you. I come to you every week to get your thinking right about your career, your business, and your finances. Big statement. Big what? Surprise, Johnny? Talk to me, Johnny. Howard Stern, when Howard Stern talks to a guy or Joe Rogan talks to his other guy, the guy talks back to him. You know what I'm saying, Johnny? So Sirius Radio has picked up this show because you guys like it so much. The feedback's been great. The call-ins are awesome. So each week what I'm going to do is, and it'll play on Sirius on Saturdays. If you want to be part of the show, call in at the beginning. There's 6 lines, 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. And then if you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, or maybe you're listening to it on Sirius, thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe wherever you listen. We're on every podcast available. If you're in your car listening to Sirius, let the people at Sirius know, dude, about time you got Cardone and the Cardone Zone so I can hone on my skills, so I can take care of my wife, my kids. So call in if you want to talk to me, 305-865-8668. Please keep your calls on track. Otherwise, I will waste you on national radio, and I really don't want to do that. All right? So, Johnny, you ready? Grant Cardone here in the Cardone Zone. Every week I come to you talk about your career, your business, and your finances. For 32 years, I have been learning the business game. Okay, I'm not a political person. I don't vote left or right. I vote my money. I vote my checkbook. I vote my family. I vote my business. I personally have been quarantined too long, and whatever crazy individual I was 8 weeks ago, I'm getting worse by the day. I want out. I want out of this. I want out. I want into the world. I want to go back to business as abnormal as it might be. I have no interest in business that is normal. I don't want to get back to normal. I want to get back to abnormal expansion, 10x thinking. Maybe you've read or studied one of my 21 best-selling business programs. I've been consulting companies around the world for the last 30 years. And I am ready for this contraction. I hope you are. I want to get you ready for this contraction, for the opportunity it's going to create. CNBC came out today. Consumer sentiment unexpectedly rises. Don't take that as good news, by the way. Don't read these headlines. You guys all looking at the headlines. Oh my God, jobs. Oh my God, this. We're going to open up. Look, let me tell you, this is going to be a brutal reopening. It's going to be, I think our president would say, fantastic. It's going to be phenomenal. This is going to be ugly, folks, okay? Now, I can get you ready for it. I've been through 5 major recessions in my lifetime, and this one I am ready for, and I want to get you ready for it. So, University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index came in at 73%, and that's not good, okay? That's not good. Last year this time, it was 98%, just so you know. Retail sales are going to get destroyed right here. Retail sales nationwide are down. What is the number, Johnny? I think it's down like, man, you guys printed a bunch of paper for me, and none of it has anything to do with what I wanted to talk about today. Retail sales down 18%, okay? Across the board. Clothing slammed. Electronics crushed. I know some of you guys know this, but let me tell you something. There's some opportunities out there, and I want to talk to you about how do you get back into the opportunity, okay? That, okay, is garbage. How do you get back into the opportunity of it all? Where's the opportunity in all this problem? Notice that furnishings Costco's, the Home Depots, they're only down 3%. Business materials, garden equipment down 3%. Why is that? Because people are stay at home. They stay at home. What do they do at home? They spend money at home, right? So you need more than optimism to get you through this cycle, folks. You're going to need more than optimism. You're going to need skills, you're going to need a plan, and you're going to need an opportunity. You're going to need skills, you're going to need a plan, and you're going to need an opportunity. So I just want to go over the news real quick because you're seeing it, your customer's seeing it, and your neighbor's seeing it, and it's going to be ugly, okay? If sales drop, if the GDP drops 20%, which I think it will, maybe more than that. We got 35 million people unemployed today. Johnny, I'm looking for that one thing I sent you this morning, the first thing, okay? If retail sales crash and government money is coming, okay, there you go, Johnny, that's right, okay? And government money, you gotta make it bigger too, okay? And government money is coming, what does that mean? Where do you get it? How do you find it? What's your family going to do? Right now, you might be a person that's out of work today. Retail sales plunged almost 16.4% in April. That's not May, that's April. May, they will drop again. This is far worse than predicted. So the damage was felt across the board with clothing sales faring worse and groceries showing only gains, okay? Why? Why did groceries show gains? Because you're sitting at home stuffing your face, going to the grocery store, probably buying online. Let me get some Ben & Jerry's, nobody's watching, okay? Let me get some extra Kraft macaroni and cheese. You can't eat toilet paper. I know some of you might be trying, but you can't eat it, okay? Retail sales down 16.4%. Restaurants are lagging. Groceries are up. Costco and Home Depot are doing pretty good. I'm telling you the bad news so that you can find the good news. Consumer spending tumbled. It's tumbling. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones expected the advanced retail sales number to fall 12%, and it did 25% higher than that number. This is a record going back to 1992. 1992. I just got out of college selling cars. Okay, 1 out of 4 people were unemployed. The March numbers were revised. They were not the March numbers 2 months ago. That was not as bad. Down 8%. We're double that. We could go to 24% in May, folks, unless we reopen. Some 68% of the nation's $21 trillion economy comes from personal consumption. Check this out. 2/3 of all spending comes from you and I, because of the way we work in this country, buying sweatshirts. So again, I'm telling you this to tell you to go find the opportunity. This quarter alone tumbled 7% over the first quarter. I'm talking about quarters now, because quarters is how they determine what a recession is. Recessions are basically 2 quarters that are down, okay? I told you in February we would be in a recession. I don't need to wait until it's history to know it is. You got to act before there's a problem, okay? Record drop in retail sales. What does that mean to you today? Maybe you're at home. Maybe you're unemployed. Maybe you're worried about being unemployed. If you're in any retail space, you got to be thinking, hey, I'm in trouble here. If you're in the restaurant business, the bar business, how do I go back to work? The government has probably covered you now for a couple of months. You got a couple of checks. They're telling you they might give you forbearance. This is not the way out. Playing defense is not the way out of this. That's not a strategy. Friday's data showed that the slowdown, that's today, continued, or yesterday, the slowdown continued into the first part of the second quarter as layoffs began to mount and consumers went into lockdown. Net, consumers couldn't get out to shop. What happens next month? We open Monday. Florida, I'm in Miami. We open Monday. What's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Not much. Boca up the street from me opened their mall. There was like 25 people there. 16 out of 250 stores were open. Again, don't get all bogged down in the bad news. Every time I give you some bad news, just peek around the corner and say, but where's the good news? Because where there's bad news, it's like the kid that has you put a kid in a room and there's horse manure, there's poop everywhere. One kid's like, oh, I got to get out of here. The other kid's he's like looking for the pony. Where's that pony at? Because there's a pony somewhere in this bullshit, okay? Clothing stores had the biggest hit. Other big losers were electronics and appliances. Home furnishings were down 58%. Sporting goods down 38%. Bars and restaurants down 30%. I don't even believe that number. How can bars and restaurants be down 30%? How about this? 93%. Okay? Non-store retailers rose 8.4%. Total spending amounted to $403 billion. This was the biggest factor in the downturn, being a collapse in clothing and accessories that amounted to 78% fall. Retail trade overall saw a 15% drop. You're like, dude, Cardone, tell me what to do, Grant Cardone. Get me in the zone. What do I do with all this information? I'm going to need a charge on this computer, guys. The retail industry, brick and mortar stores, look, they're shut down all across the country. What does all this mean? Look for the opportunity, okay? I need a charger on this. Might be in my bag, by the way. What you going to do when they come for you, folks? Okay, this is the opportunity. Real estate will prove to be an opportunity. In all these bad numbers, look for some good news, okay? Gasoline stations down 28%. Why? Because nobody's driving their car. Okay, I want to stay at home. I want to work from home. I can't wait to work from home. You got your wish. Okay, how you feel about the last 2 months of your life? Tell you what, I don't want to work at home. I don't even want to be at home anymore. All you Americans out there, y'all been waiting. I just want long weekends. Good, well, you just got 2 months of them. How you feel about that? Can't do anything. Be careful what you ask for, folks. Now, where is the opportunity? If people are at home, Amazon figured it out. Zoom figured it out. I don't know if Zoom's making any money. Netflix figured it out, but they got trapped because they don't pay for how much you eat. They just get one fee from you because they kind of screwed up, right? The other players in this space are lining up to stream content to your computer. Guess what? By the time they get there, you're going to be back at work. Monday, I'm opening. Whether the government lets me open or not. Monday, we will have 107 people working in 25,000 square feet pounding out. You need to look at economic data just like Jeff Bezos did back 25 years ago when he was sitting in New York City working for a hedge fund and he saw all this traffic going to this thing called the internet, searches. It was called searches. The term wasn't even around yet. And he's like, oh my God, man, these searches are up like 17,000%. People must want to buy on this internet thing. And he went home and figured it out. Blew his job out. You've been blown out. COVID, Wuhan, took your job from you. Or maybe they gave you a big haircut. You were making 80 grand a year and your company cut you to 60. Or maybe you own a company and it was already suffering before this and now you just got put out of business. I think 15% of all restaurants in America have already said permanently closed. We will not be back. The collapse is going to be vicious. The question is, where's the opportunity, okay? All right, so let's get to the opportunity. What do you need to do right now? Number one, okay, you'll need more than optimism to grind out this deal. You'll need more than optimism. You'll need more than prayers. You'll need more than meditation. You'll need more than positive affirmations. I believe in all that stuff, by the way. On my mirror, in my bathroom, above my toilet, I will survive, and I will be bigger, I will be better, and I'll be unstoppable. But that optimism will not ring the cash register. It will not bang your swipe. It will not change your financial position. Optimism by itself is a great idea, but it is not a strategy, okay? So this is what I want you to do. Number one, take responsibility for your revenue. Whether you're working for yourself or you're working for someone else, you're working in a department, you're doing videography, and they're paying you 80 grand a year to deliver video, good video content. You need to look past your job and you need to find a vein, just like you would if you were a nurse and you're going to give me some intravenous vitamin D, C, A, whatever. You're going to give me some juice. You got to find the vein. If you want to change your financial responsibility, you got to find the revenue vein. Okay? A business is like a body. You got to find the veins that are running through the business. There's a whole bunch of noise in every business. 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and ventilators and freaking flus and hysteria, 64% of all businesses in America before this BS, before this COVID-19, before masks and 64% of businesses in America were not making money. They were either breaking even or losing money. I want to make money in my business. If you work for somebody, you want to make money, not just the 80 grand they give you, but something else. You got to find that vein. Spend more time on searching for that vein. In the case of a business typically is revenue coming in, phone calls coming in, customers coming in, going to get new customers, getting exposure for a company, inflow. I'm looking for eyeballs. I'm looking for paychecks. I'm looking for wallets. I'm looking for possibility. I'm looking for interest. So even if you don't know how to get money into the company, you could get eyeballs onto the company. You could tell your uncle, your aunt, your mom, your dad about the company you work for. If you're a plumbing company, you're a cosmetology company, you need to bring traffic to the company regardless of your position. Does two things. Number one is tapping you into the revenue line. Maybe they give you a little reward. Number two, it secures your position in the company and it makes you more valuable than the other two video guys, which are just cutting video and doing their job. And I'm doing such a good job. And look how fast I work. And look how sharp my stuff looks. And aren't I doing my job well? That's great. But when the company, what are we in, May? June, July, August. In August, when the company's not making any money, folks, the layoffs are going to go up again. Okay, there's going to be a spike up, straight up. 35 million people unemployed, boom. Then it's going to fall. 10 million people going to come back to work. Promise you that's what's going to happen. It'll fall down to 24 million, 25 million, maybe 20 million, maybe 15, maybe we cut it in half, and then it's going to spike again. It ain't going to spike because of a second wave of the COVID. It's going to spike because, fuck, there's no money. I need some money to run my business. Okay, so how do you do that? Number one, you got to be great at contact. Sales and revenue is a contact sport. Okay, if you're taking notes today, you're rolling down around your car, don't hit anybody while you're rolling serious. Just think, sales is a contact sport. Sales is not an idea. Sales is making contact. I have to make contact. Sales is not a website. Sales is a landing page with an offer, how I can buy something with as little friction as possible. I need to greet the customer, I need to write them up, and I need to look for a second sale. There's one step. Greet, write up, make a sale, and try to make a second sale. Number two, you got to retarget everyone you can online right now. When I'm working online, e-commerce, I need to be retargeting everybody that's interested in pillows. I hit a pillow. I'm interested in a pillow. By the way, everybody still needs stuff. Regardless of all the bad news, there's still millions of people with money in this country. You got to retarget those people that have interest in your product, have money, that are qualified, that want to buy your product. And if you have any kind of chat feature, a robot on your website, you need to convert that robot to a human being that greets the customer. How can I help you? What can I do for you? Okay, talking to people for real, not just through a keyboard. Using real people. Third thing you have to do is you got to follow up to save sales, to make second sales, to get referrals, and to offer service to get more sales. Let's talk to some of our callers if they're lined up. You guys can get through this, and I'll help you through this. Every week, Cardone Zone comes to you to talk about your business, your career, your finances. Hey, Winston, what do you have? What kind of question you got, my friend? Thank you for watching today.
No worries. First off, I just want to say thank you. Due to your training, I went from £1,000 a month to 27.
Wow.
And I done my Cardone University. I just bought my 10X Growth Con free, which is absolutely amazing. I just streamed it all. What I want to do is that at the current moment, I'm a solopreneur, and I know you don't believe in that. I really want to get back into business development. How would you go about me making the initial contact, especially in these times, because everyone's off work, everyone's working from home? I wouldn't mind door knocking or going door to door, business to business, but how would you say I should start doing the business development? What should be my first step?
You want to get into business development?
No, so business development for my own company. I work in cloud computing, so I sell my own services. Yeah.
So number one, this would not be the time, folks, that I would go into to business for myself. I had a couple guys leave me last year, and I'm like, guys, don't do this right now. You started a business last year, you guys all might want to rethink that whole deal. Maybe that wasn't such a great idea. You don't have to work for yourself to get rich, and you don't have to work for yourself to take care of your family. You need to find I mean, you wouldn't go build a plane if you needed to take a flight from London to Miami. If you're going to come visit me in Miami, you're not going to go build a plane. You're going to get on a plane that's already built. And that's the same thing I would do to create wealth. Most people do not create wealth because they worked for themselves. They created because they made investments that created wealth. And that investment was already there. My best investments are already, they're things that already exist. I don't build a new apartment building, okay? Yeah. I don't build a new apartment building. I buy an apartment building that's already built so that I walk into it and have the income that's already there. So I would just tell you, man, maybe look for a company where you can do some of these things I'm talking about today and increase the revenue of a going concern. Going concern. What is a going concern? It is a concern, a business that is already going. One of the things that we do at a company I own called Cardone Ventures is we walk into companies that are already working. Why would I start from scratch when I could help a company that's already making $1 million a year go to 10 million and get a piece of the 10 million, or take a company that's doing 10 million? Let me tell you, a huge opportunity going forward after COVID is going to be consulting companies, helping them at either being paid a fee to drive revenue and interest, exactly what I'm telling you right now, or to take a percentage of the increase to take a company from $10 million a year to 100 million, or 100 million to $1 billion, or $1 billion to $5 billion. Let's talk to our next caller. And I hope that helps. Thanks for calling from the UK. How do people even know me in England? I'm a redneck. I shouldn't know anybody outside of Louisiana. Mike, what's going on?
Everybody knows you, man.
Come on, man. So look, a going concern, let me just, Michael, before you come in, a going concern is a definition, is a business that is making a profit. I don't think that's the real definition. I think that's a garbage definition. But a going concern is basically a business that is already in operations. It's already been organized. It has a foreseeable future. A lot of businesses out there don't have a foreseeable future right now. Okay, Michael, thank you for calling from New York.
Thanks for having me.
What's up?
Uncle G, I got a question, brother. Listen, I just started a construction company, all right? And I want to take over. I want to take over everything. My biggest problem, though, is that I don't know where to find good, loyal employees. What do you say?
Well, yeah. Ain't nobody loyal right now, bro. Let's keep it real.
So, all right, so forget about loyal. Forget about loyal. How do I find guys?
What is everybody loyal to? I mean, let me just say this. Let me take that back. Everybody is loyal right now, but to what? Everybody holding on for dear life right now, folks. Like, let's keep it really, really, really honest. Okay, that's what I promise to do for you every week here on this show. If you guys think that you have somebody in your family, in your business, in your company, or even in your family, your cousins, let's take your secondary family, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandparents, who they thinking about this weekend? They wake up, they don't think about you, okay? Even down to your husband, your kids. Your kids, my 10-year-old wakes up, they don't wake up thinking about me. They don't think about Papa, they think about, what am I doing today? What can I eat today? What can I steal today? What can I get today? Me, and me, okay? So if you're looking, how many people are unemployed right now? 35 million, what's the number? 36 million people in America, okay? 330 million people. I don't know what the number is, okay? 36 million people out of work. There was 30 million people out of work before this, by the way. We never float below, I think there's always 10 or 11 million people unemployed. They're just not in the workforce, right? And then there's a whole bunch of people that are just unemployable. Man, they're 80 years old. They're not going to ever go back to work again. 80, huh? Geriatrics, okay? They got 80 million people. And then, I mean, I'm never going to be working. I'm never going to not work. So these 36 million people right here, how do you find them? It has never been easier in my lifetime to find people. Now you got some problem with this, okay? See, with every problem comes an opportunity. So you got 330 million people. These are unemployed right now, as of right now. So those people, by the way, they made a mistake. They should not have left their job. They made a mistake when they left their job. They should have taken the pay cut and not taken the job cut. See, I wouldn't lose the job. I would just lose the money. what are we in, May, June, July? July, the owners are going to be like, okay, how am I doing? How am I doing? We can bring some people back. By June, July, they're going to start bringing people back. Your unemployment money would have run out by then, I think. 90, what do you get, 90 days or 6 months? 90 days. Maybe more than 90 days.
I think it depends on the state, but it's 90 days.
It is? How you know, you check? Johnny check. Maybe people actually are getting paid more money to be unemployed right now than they are. They're like, I'm cool, man. I'm all cool. Yeah, until July comes, or August, or September. How are you going to explain to me you went 6 months without work? Because I know that you're not even loyal to you could never be loyal to me. You're going to go for the next Trump program. Okay? So look, you got 36 million people. You got to start advertising for those people right now. Okay? And here's another issue in this country for the individual and then an opportunity for the business owner. Wages in America have been like this for 25 years. That's with inflation, by the way. Almost no movement at all. Zero. Here's inflation. Inflation's a little higher than the wages. This is wages, and this is inflation. We're starting to show some inflation at the grocery store right now. They're starting to see the biggest inflation in 25 years just in the last month over produce. I don't think that that's a long-term issue. I think that's a supply issue right now. But if I'm an owner, okay, of a business, we have 107 employees right here. We killed one entire department, Michael, because I couldn't start the department up. That cost 40 people jobs. Right now, I'm like, when do I bring those people back? It's May, June, July, August. I don't know. It depends on how my other departments do right now. I'm not going to go take those risks. I got enough risk already. I got a building right here. I got property taxes. I got debt on the building. I got electricity. I got stuff. I got $2 million worth of payroll every month. Every month, man. I'm like, okay. Did I make $2 million last month? Maybe, maybe not. So now, when I start bringing these people back in July and August, if I start getting any kind of courage to do that, because that's what it takes. It doesn't take money. It takes courage. I'm going to be like, what am I going to pay these people? You remember this wage right here? This is 2020. Guess what is going to happen to wages this year? Wages are going to go down again. So whatever gains that the little bit of eking gains that we had, and I've been saying this for years, right here on this show, I've been telling people, you're about to get whacked. Okay? So, can you roll back, Johnny? I want to just share these 3 notes with finding. Yeah, 3 notes. If you want to find employees right now, take responsibility for revenue, take responsibility for finding the great employees. You need to be advertising. Make a great contact. I want to know what the guy was making in his last job, and I want to know that he's motivated to get back there, and I also want to know that he doesn't expect to get it from me, which I'm a little in doubt of right now, Michael, because the guy took an unemployment check when he shouldn't have walked away from his company. He should not have left his company. 35 million people, all of you that got whacked. You ain't gonna like hearing this. You should not have left the company. You should have taken the freaking shot, the shot to the chin, okay, it knocked you to your knees, and you should have got back up again. But what'd you do? You got out of the ring. Don't leave the ring, man. Don't leave the ring. Stay next to the revenue. That's your only hope. It's your I fell off the boat. What is that?
It's your life vest.
It's my life vest. Is the opportunity, not the money, okay? 2, you need to target people that are out of work right now. If you're ready to hire people, Mike, you need to start retargeting people. 3, and by the way, Michael, send me an email. Send an email to rock@grantcardone.com. Tell me what kind of people you're looking for. I know a lot of people. 3, you got to follow up. Save the employee. Save people that are good. Make second sales. Find out who Johnny knows that would be good for that department. 3, get you some referrals. Same thing with revenue. Okay, works like this. On revenue, you got to take responsibility for the revenue. All of you out there, you are responsible. No one else is. If you're ever going to find it, it's because you got to go find it, because you got to go look for it. I got to see it. I got to put my eyeballs on it. Okay, and I got to go get it. Revenue ain't coming to your home. You're going to have to leave. Go ahead. Huh? Oh, it is? Hey, let's take a quick break. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Hey, Grant Cardone here, and we have all new content at cardoneu.com for free for you. We're going through this crazy crisis right now, and I thought I'd come to our studio. I just finished shooting content on how to get a job in under 72 hours, not just a job, but your dream job. Also, you'll find information in there how to manage a team remotely. We have 105 employees that we're managing remotely and keeping our numbers up in spite of this massive contraction going on. Look, I know it's tough right now. I know things are hard. I want to make sure I'm here with you to assist you, to help you with what you need right now. It's not just about the old content. It's about taking all the content that we have in Cardone U and making it fresh and new for this thing that's happening right now. SBA loans, how to access them. PPP money, how to get it, we already have. How to get the stimulus money that's coming. All this content brand new in Cardone U. Also 72 hours, how to get your dream job, not just a job, maybe even improve the situation you have right now. Also, all my great stuff, selling, closing, road to the sale, fundamentals of selling, cold calling, outbound calls, inbound calls, selling on e-commerce, how to start a business from home. Hey, how about this? 5 hours on how to start over and turn a crisis into your expansion. Promise you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna see me using the whiteboard that's not lit up right now. You're gonna see all brand new content, over 2,000 videos from me, mostly me, and some of my celebrity friends, including all the power players that I've been interviewing, all the webinars I've done in the past, everything where we've shown people how to start a business from home or how to run a traditional business from where you're at right now. Grab it, take advantage of it. Next 30 days is free for you. By the way, if you're unemployed, it's free for as long as you're out of work. I guarantee I'll get you a job in 72 hours. If your business is down, it's free until I guarantee we'll get your business up and running and going again. And I guarantee you we're gonna get through this and you're gonna be bigger and you're gonna be better and you're gonna be more unstoppable. Hey, grab it right now. This will help. Hey, welcome back to the Cardone Zone on Sirius Radio. So excited to be doing this with Sirius, by the way. Been wanting to do this with you guys for a long time. Look, every week I'm going to come to you, talk about your money, your finances, your career, and how to get you where you should be. Well, you should be winning every day, winning with your money, winning with your savings, winning with your investing. And sometimes that starts with bad news. I mean, there's nothing but bad news. Everywhere I look right now, it's like, oh my God. And I'm gonna push the bad news in your face, but I'm gonna tell you how to get above it and on the other side of it. For 32 years, I have been fascinated with businesses because I started my first business when I was 30 years old. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know if the economy was good or bad. I didn't know what inflation was. I didn't know what a savings account looked like. I didn't know how to get ahead. I just knew I didn't have any money. Okay, I didn't know if consumers were buying or not buying. Okay, now I open up the paper today and I see, or a website hits me at CNBC, I see a report this morning. Consumer sentiment in America unexpectedly rises even after the massive U.S. physical stimulus of, $6 trillion or something. Where's the money? Ain't nobody buying nothing. What's going on? Oh my God, the world's coming to an end. Okay, the U.S. consumer sentiment, like this was a surprise. Was anybody surprised? Come on, okay? But how bad is it, okay? In the early part of May, following massive stimulus measures undertaken by the government to supposedly sustain the economy and the coronavirus pandemic, which I'm sick of hearing about. Sick of hearing about the mask. LA is going to be closed till July. I'm sick of it all, frankly, okay? I'm opening up my businesses Monday. I don't care what the government says. Come arrest me and Elon. The University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index, by the way, Michigan, I don't know why we would get any information from Michigan. Like, if I lived in Michigan, I'd go over there and like burn the damn governor's place down. Let me get back to work, okay? The University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index came at 73%. What does that mean, folks? What does it even mean, okay? I'll tell you what it means. It was at 98% last year this time. 98%. The CARES relief checks that you should have gotten already, I think half the people haven't gotten them, improved consumers' finances and widespread price discounting boosted their buying attitudes. Now, here's some crazy news. They're not spending the money, but check this out, okay? Consumer income, American income went up last month because people were actually paid more money to stay home than to work. But it won't matter, folks, because in this country, people spend money. Our number one product in this company is consumer items. The index of current economic conditions jumped to 83% this month from 74. Oh, that's so good. However, consumer expectations weakened to 67%, a 6-year low from 70%. None of that really matters. What matters is what are you going to do with the information? Where's the opportunity? That's what I always say. Where's the opportunity? In the bad news, if you look this way or that way, you'll find something good. Today, a report came out where the U.S. government reported that the biggest drop in the history of this country for retail sales, including the Great Depression. Freaking mind-boggling. Don't believe it either, though. Come on. We got 330 million people in this country today. We got a multi-trillion-dollar economy today. What was it in the Great Depression? The Great Depression, I mean, if this is going to be a Great Depression, folks, it's in full video. We're going to be doing freaking Instagrams, TikToks, jumping in and out of shoes. This will not feel like the Great Depression of 1929 to 1932 where there's food lines. Go back, Johnny, okay? Earlier this week, the Labor Department said another 3 million people filed for unemployment. So we're about 35, 36 million people out of work today. That's a problem. Some of those people, by the way, are not going to come back to work until those checks run out. I think the check today is how much? It was how much? I think, Ryan, you know, you checked on your unemployment check, okay? What was it before the 600, though? I think it's 200 a week. So let's say it was 200 a week. I don't think that's right. And Johnny, you can always look stuff up on the internet, okay? And they're going to bump you 600. So the guy's making 800 times 4, 3,200. And if I'm not wrong, this could last. How long can the unemployment checks last? You should keep your computer open in there all the time.
Right now it's set for the end of July.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's right. I think the unemployment checks, maybe you guys, unemployment checks. I think this thing could go 6 months. I think people can get unemployment for 6 months. Welfare, blah, 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 blah. I was in one unemployment line in my whole life. So I don't know a lot about unemployment because my uncle saved me from the line. He's like, you got to get out of this line, bro. If you take a check, you're going to be ruined. They're going to break you. Okay? It's like you're in the ring. You're in the ring. You're in the school park and there's a bully. Okay? The bully hits you and knocks you down. Your big brother comes up and says, I'll take care of him for you. Ain't made you stronger. You're still scared. Because when your brother's not around, the bully's going to kick your ass. Okay? So look, there's...
So it says this. So
Yeah.
it says before the coronavirus, the average for the state was 385 a week nationwide.
Yeah, 385 a week.
And then adding $600 boost.
Yeah, so the guy could be at 985 a week.
So they got a raise.
Yeah, that's almost $4,000 a month. That's $48,000 a year. The average income in America is about $52,000. That will come down now when this goes away. But how long does it last? 26 weeks. 26 weeks is half a year. Okay, that's 6 months. So what does that put us in? May, June, July, August, September, October. You're going to have to go back to work. Okay, now if you lost your job, folks, you do not want to be going back to work in October. Why? Because 35 million people are all going to be going back to work in October. It'll flood the market and it'll drive wages down. Okay, so this is what's happening right now. Consumer sentiment. We're a consumer nation. This nation does not work. This country does not work if people don't buy stuff. Period. That's all we produce in this country. Let's go get a t-shirt. Let's go get a hat. Let's go to the ballpark. Let's get some cotton candy. Let's watch some porn. Whatever it is y'all do, okay? Let's play the little game on TV. We're consumers. Let's go to the movie theater. All that's off right now. So people are sitting home at Netflix, watching TV. There's no purchase going on. There's no activity. Oh, I'm bored. Okay, I go on Amazon. Maybe I need some Snickers. No, I don't need sneakers. Shit, I can't go outside. Oh, I'll buy a mask. Okay, sooner or later, you're not going to buy any more masks, and you're not going to buy a ventilator, and you're going to find out one day maybe that the whole thing was a damn hoax. At the end of the day, this is not a hoax. Your money. Okay. Do you have a job? Yes, I do. Good. Check that one off. Okay. Now, how secure is your job? Your job is only as secure as the money that you can bring in from that job. Same thing with a business. Okay. I got a job. Grant Cardone works for Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is not going to fire Grant Cardone. Okay. Everybody's like, I'm going to work for myself so I don't fire myself. All right, but that's just one check mark. Are you secure? Okay? Are you secure in your job? I don't know. Do you? You're only as secure as money is coming in. Right? The airline pilot. This is my friend, Pilot Ryan. Okay? Ryan quit being a pilot. How long ago, Ryan?
6 years.
6 years ago. He knew. He's like, he looked into the future and he's like, this is going to come to an end. There are thousands, tens of thousands of pilots today without work. They're getting a little check. Okay? Maybe they got one from Southwest. Maybe they got one from JetBlue. Maybe they got one from United. Maybe they got one from Continental. Who else is there? Spirit. I guarantee you one or two of those airlines will never come back on lines again. They're done forever. Okay? There'll be thousands of pilots. I told Ryan the other day, I guarantee you there's going to be thousands of pilots that have this unbelievable skill that only they can fly that big 777. They flew their last flight in March. The next time they fly a plane, there'll be a passenger on it.
So we went from a pilot shortage
Yeah.
to 7,000 in surplus at one airline,
Yeah. So,
which is crazy. I can't.
yeah, you should be on that mic over there so they can hear you. Okay. So you have a job or you don't have a job. If you don't have a job, the suggestion I would give you is, look, if the consumers are not spending, okay, and you're getting your unemployment check and you're cool, you need to go back to work right now. Number one piece of advice I would give you right now is you go back to work even if they pay you nothing. Nothing, okay? Like if Kanye says, hey, Grant, you can go on tour with me, but I'm not going to pay you, I'd be like, yeah, let's go, man. God damn, man. But why do you guys walk away from a good deal? Well, Grant, it's not a good deal. They're not paying me. They don't have any money. Don't you understand? Trillions of dollars is being destroyed today, folks, okay? Get ready for this, okay? I do not trust these headlines that you're seeing. Consumers are negative. Consumers are positive. Last year in December, they were positive. In January, they were positive. In February, restaurants and bars, we're having the best year ever. The casinos were like, this is the best year ever. All of America was like, this is going to be the best year we've ever had in our life. Really? And then this happened. You can't even leave home. Okay, we got a bunch of callers on Sirius Radio. Thank you so much for having me on every week. Can't wait to come to your tribe, the tribe at Sirius, and talk to you about real business stuff, not just the bad news. But take the bad news and show you where the opportunity is, okay? Because these people right here, all these people that are not secure, because you don't know, okay? These are renters. I'm just going to share with you the opportunities here. This environment is going to create more poverty in the United States than it ever has. And on the flip side of that, it's going to create billionaires, millionaires, decamillionaires, okay? It's going to create a lot of wealth on the other side if you are able to see beyond the horse pony manure and look for the pony, because there's a pony in that room. Hey, James, talk to me, buddy. What's going on?
Uncle G, it is such an honor to ask you this question, brother. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, brother.
So I just got to let you know, first of all, that the 10X conference changed my life. When I went to the 10X conference last year, before I went, I was throwing these small-scale charity parties, and then afterwards, we knew we had to 10X it. We threw this 3-day transformative charity festival. We ended up raising $40K for charities in our first year. And then this year, we were gearing up to 10X it again. Of course, COVID hit, so we couldn't do the in-person festival. So we completely pivoted, and now we're throwing a transformative charity festival online. And it's really our goal to unite the entire globe. Now, you had some incredible speakers, obviously, coming through to the 10X conference. And I would love to ask, we already have some pretty great, artists and speakers, but how do we get the world's best talent to come through? And how do we reach out to these people? What would you recommend for getting the world's best speakers and talent to participate?
Pay them.
Pay them, yeah, okay.
Yeah, money talks, man. Why do you think all these people do anything? Money, baby, grease the wheels. I don't care. Like, you want Elon? You want Elon to speak? You get Elon, you get anybody you want.
Of course.
But how much money would you need to get Elon or Kanye or Jay-Z? Well, how much money you think you need, bro? You need a lot. Like, you want Will Smith? You want Justin Timberlake? $3 million.
Understood.
See, guys, look, you're listening to this program today. You're listening to me right now. I'm telling you, Money will not make you happy, but it will buy almost every single thing that you can purchase on this planet. Okay? Money won't make you happy, but it will buy a Gulfstream. Money won't make you happy, but it will buy advertising. Money won't make you happy, but it does pay the payroll. Money won't make you happy, but it covers the property taxes. A lot of people are not going to have money right now. The opportunity that's going to create is what? Number one, real estate opportunities. People become renters in these cycles. I'm doing a webcast. I'm doing a free educational webcast, grantcardone.com/REI. I'm going to show you what I believe will be the biggest single real estate opportunity in my lifetime with $1 billion, $1.8 billion under management right now, $2 billion, probably $2.5 billion worth of transactions under my belt. I'm going to share with you for free how you could actually identify the best real estate opportunities, distressed real estate, foreclosed on real estate that are going to make themselves available in October, November, and December this year that you'll be able to buy at the end of this year. Show you how to do it with no money down, no credit. The only thing you need is you need to know what you're looking for and how to buy it, how to negotiate, and what to pay for it. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that for free. The website's, I don't know if you can pop it up, grantcardone.com/REI. That's for real estate investment. grantcardone.com/REI. Okay, so what are the opportunities going to be? Handling people remote. How do I manage people remote? Anybody that can come up with some software that can actually watch people from home? Because I know they ain't doing nothing. Don't tell me, oh, I'm working. Every time I call Ryan at home, I zoom him, I hit him on FaceTime, he's got his shirt off. You don't work if you got a shirt off, okay? Every time I call him, he's got his shirt off, okay? Every time I call him, he's worried about his hair, okay? He's walking to the refrigerator to get himself an acai bowl. That's not work, okay? So something that could do remote plus work productivity, maybe an app, some kind of spy device, some kind of implant, some kind of reminder. I don't know what it would be, but I know this. I'm a lot less disciplined at home. So that's going to happen because we're going to go to this, okay? Now, also that remote thing, if you can't come up with an app, that's also going to lean back toward this apartment game that I talk about. Because I know already with 7,000 families, we already have people that probably half those people are working from home out of my apartment today. It'll be interesting to see if Mr. Donald Trump actually offers tax write-offs for your rent because you're working from home now. It used to be that wasn't allowed because you needed one door access for the office. For it to be an office write-off, it needed to be one door for the office and one door for where you lived. But I think that will be sidestepped. That guy, he hates the IRS. Okay, so what are other opportunities we have going forward? Anything online, obviously, okay? Anything where there's a problem. Wherever there's problems, there's opportunity, okay? So consulting is going to become a massive opportunity. After 2008, my business exploded because people, once 2010 came, people were like, okay, there's money out there. We don't know how to greet people. We don't know how to follow them up. We don't know how to talk to people, qualify people, present to people, close people. We don't know how to sell people. I don't know how to convert people online. How do I build and grow my business? So schools, education, consulting, those are going to create big opportunities. I'm sure you could come up with a whole list of other things. The forehead thermometer. There's going to be a lot of thermometers. I'm opening Monday. Everybody walks in, bang, 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 bang. I hate that shit. Mark, what's going on in Canada, buddy? Hey, how's Canada? Do y'all have the COVID up there in Canada?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a chiropractor, so I run 2 clinics. And they
I can't hear it at all now, Johnny. Yeah, I can't hear it. Okay, next caller. See, these guys in Canada, man, loud in the beginning, and they just lose it. Yeah, hey? Okay, every week I'm going to be delivering this show to you at Sirius Radio to talk about your career, your business, and your finances. You always have the opportunity to call into the show. I want to help you through this economic contraction that we're going through. This is going to be severe, folks. 62 years old, I've never seen anything like this. This is what I do know. You will get through this, I promise you. You will get through this. Now, the question is, on the other side, whether you're going to like what you see or not. That will be determined That will be determined by how you get through this. If you decide to get through this playing defense, you are not going to like the way you and your family's finances look on the other side. Okay, the banks are going to try to tell you to save your money. Somebody's going to try to suggest to you to refinance your house. Both of those are mistakes. Saving money will not get you through this, and refinancing your house is ridiculous right now. Wait. If you even want a house right now. Okay, the only thing that will get you through this cycle is offense, playing offense constantly. And this is your time. This is your moment. This will prove to be the biggest opportunity of the lifetime for those people that play offense. You got to get on offense. How do I get money? How do I contact money? Money is a contact sport. Okay? If you want wealth, it is a contact sport. I have to make contact with people. The more people I can make contact with, the more people I can hit. The top of my funnel will determine the bottom of the funnel, how much money I end up with in a savings account, a retirement account, and investments. Okay? This is your time. This is your moment.
You got Matt in San Diego.
Matt, San Diego, buddy, what's going on in the Sand Dog?
Grant, what's happening?
Hey, thank you for listening to Sirius Radio. What's going on in the Sand Dog?
Oh, this is another beautiful day. Can't complain.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, you should be complaining. I tell you what, if I'm in San Diego and they're coming up to people in their car that don't have masks on, and they're fining them $1,000.
Oh, I got a ticket just for checking the surf. When my car was running, they said I was parked. Tell me about it.
You got it. You got a ticket?
Yeah, I just stopped and looked at the waves for like 1 minute, and then they came up, gave me a ticket, and said, "You're in park. Can't park here." And I said, "I just stopped for like 2 seconds," but you know.
Yeah, I would do. If somebody gave me that, I'd tear that ticket up, throw it on the ground, right in front of it. Take me to jail,
man.
son. Take me to jail. I'm ready to go to jail, folks. I've been in jail for 2 months. You know what shocks me? What's your name? What's his name? Matt?
Yeah.
Matt, you know what shocks me is how many Americans laid down on this deal and stayed home.
Right.
Whoever created this event is sitting back watching. There's 6 guys sitting around in a room smoking cigars and drinking some good cognac, saying, "Can you believe we got the whole world to lay down that easy?"
Damn.
Reset,
that's
baby.
conspiracy there.
The 6 guys sitting around
crazy.
saying, that Cardone guy, he could be a pain in the ass. Elon, he could be a pain in the ass. But the rest of them are just sheep. They just laying down. Look at Joe Biden. Won't even come out of his basement.
Damn.
I'm just saying, folks. You had businesses on track in February to have the single best year. That has gone from the single best year to the worst year that company ever had. Maybe the last year. Carnival Cruise Lines might be out of business. Norwegian Cruise Lines might be out of business. That'll kill Miami, by the way, if those companies don't come back. I see cruise ships outside my window every day. They're sitting out there parked with attendants. They have to keep moving them in and out. They can't. A big cruise liner can't sit in one place. It's not built for that. Yeah. The airlines. American Airlines got all these airlines, billions of dollars worth of equipment sitting over at the airport, just sitting there rotting right now. Okay, go ahead, Matt. You had a question.
Yeah, so my question was, the last 2 real estate deals that I did, I was able to get about a 3 to 4x return in 4 years, and it's amazing. But I've always kind of been a real estate investor, and I've been thinking if I went full into real estate and I really wanted to 10x my returns, what strategies would you recommend? I mean, I'm assuming it's just syndication is the only game, or that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means, Johnny. Just talk to me. No, there's no way. It's impossible. Okay, so this is what I would tell you to do, okay? We're going to go into what kind of real estate have you bought in the past?
A multifamily, mobile home parks. I just recently actually developed a ranch and got it permitted for a cannabis license and sold that. That went really well. So I'm like, single family, I've really done a little bit of everything.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen right now, okay? You have retail, you have office, and just hear me out here. I know you know some of this. You have residential. I was watching a thing that Sam Zell did recently. You can find it on my YouTube channel. And he's talking about each one of these spaces. He also talked about mobile home parks, mobile home. He talked about multifamily. And he talked about storage. So let's assume 35 million people just lost their job. How does that affect this? 16% of all restaurants have already said close for good. How does that affect this? Kills retail. Twitter said you can stay at home permanently and work from home. It'll crush office. Single family homes. We have the lowest interest rates in the history of the United States homing industry. And home sales are down. People are like, oh no, home sales are down a little bit, but man, the pricing's firm. 30% of all the listed homes have been removed from the market. People are like, nope, I'm not selling right now because I know what's going to happen. So this gets killed. By the way, Sam Zell agrees with that. Single family homes gets destroyed in this cycle. Storage, guys paying $100 a month to keep pictures of his mother, that his mom and dad from his childhood, and some furniture that he'll never use again. He'll probably keep that. It's only $100 a month. He'll keep it as long as he can. So this might be all right. Multifamily will be the biggest winner of the group. And what is this? Hospitality, hotels. Okay, now I went through that whole the list. There's companies out there that own every one of these. Okay, there's companies out there. I'm not looking to buy something from Dr. Johnson. I'm looking for companies that own retail, office, residential, storage, multifamily, because this is what's going to happen in this cycle. And this is going to unveil itself, and I'm going to be sharing this in our webinar May 28th. It's a completely free webinar. You go to grantcardone.com/REI. I have bought and sold over $2.5 billion worth of real estate. We currently have $1.8 billion. I'll try to double that this year. And I'm going to share those exact strategies. I'll share those exact strategies on May 28th at grantcardone.com/REI. Okay. Now, what happens when this guy, let's say this is a company called Yellowstone. Yellowstone's like, hey, we got to get rid of this retail. We're getting crushed. I got to get it off my books. I got to get rid of this office. It's this time of the year. We got to get rid of this hospitality. These are hotels. Okay. I'll guarantee you're going to have hotels collapse in this country. We have too many hotels in America right now. We have too many hotels and too much retail. And some of this will never come back online again. They're going to have to sell these, and the only way, or they're going to have to fund these, and the only way to do that is they'll have to sell these. They'll have to sell their winners to get capital. So I would make a list of the top 200 apartment owners in the United States, Matt, and I would start looking, making that list, making contact, doing what I said in the first half of this show. Get great at making contact. Sales, buying real estate, revenue, money is a contact sport. You got to greet it, you got to write it, you got to make an offer. 2, you got to retarget people so they keep seeing you. So that the owner of Equity Residential keeps seeing me pop up when he goes to Bloomingdale's or he goes to Neiman Marcus online. They're out of business. Or he goes, wherever he goes online, I retarget him, okay? I need to follow these people up with good emails, good phone calls, good targeting. My name's Grant Cardone. I'm going to bring this show to you every week to talk to you about your career, your finances, your business, how to get not just through COVID, how to get on the other side of this, how to take care of your family, how to take care of your family. Emma, one more call.
Grant, it's such a pleasure to talk to you. I actually was at your gig at the Marlins. Your event was amazing.
Yeah, thank you for coming. That was 34,000 people there, Emma. Thank you for being there.
Oh my God, Grant! So I'm in the event business, and I got to make a big pivot. I heard you say to Matt, sales and contact, and how to do that. But where do I start? Like, how do I figure out? How do I learn how to do that in this whole new world? What is your suggestion for that?
So, yeah, like this is an industry that nobody's really talking about. What's happened to people like yourself that plan events? Like we spent $7 million on an event last year in Vegas, spent more than that in Miami. So what happens when that goes away? Number one, I don't think it goes away. I think a lot of people in your industry go away. We're having events, Emma, in July, August, September, and October, and I'm going to go do those events. Like if there's only 200 people there, there's only 200 people. But I have to get back to doing my events because I want to be in front of people, and I know people want to be in front of me. I know there's some people out there that are just like, dude, I still want to hug. Are you going to hug, Emma?
No, yes, definitely.
I'll hug it out with you right now. Like, means nothing to me, okay? I would personally rather die of the virus than spend the rest of my life not touching other human beings. So the other thing I would tell you right now is you got to go online right now. You got to learn about how to actually hold something sexy and fun and you know, something that has contact online. Last night we had 700 people on a mentor call last night. I don't know how to make that more fun than it is. I know this Zoom thing's going to get old. It's already got problems bogging down, but I would take your skills with bringing people together, Emma, and start looking and learning everything you can about video, online connecting, how to make that whole thing very, because it's got a lot of problems. Like the fact that I can't see you right now, that's a problem. Where there's problems, there's opportunities. And so you got to start knowing. You don't have to leave your space. You don't have to leave your space to look, just shift to the problems, look around the side and say, hey, what's the solution to this? My name's Grant Cardone. Every week I'll continue to come to you to help you through this, help your family through this, to talk about your business, your career, your finances. You can always email me at rock, R-O-C-K, at grantcardone.com if you got questions, if I can help you with something. Anything and anything. I'm telling you, anything and anything. If I can't help you with it, I'll find somebody that can. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Grant Cardone. Until next week, the Cardone Zone, to get your career, your finances, and your money right. Stay with me every week.
I'm so appreciative for everything.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you thinking enough of yourselves and your families and in your future to believe that you can keep improving.
When you are here and you get to see and listen directly from the source, it's so much more impactful. You know, it gives you that reality.
He started a company with nothing. He didn't have everything handed to him. He didn't have it easy. He really had to lean into making his idea work and push it into the marketplace. Without further ado, give it up. Big 10X welcome for Mr. Grant Cardone!
Your business is going to be held down by the level of motivation and excitement and engagement around you.
I really believe that the training that we've received this week is just going to absolutely 10x my business over the next year or so.
The first 2 hours of day one, I got all my money just at that time.
This has helped me develop my self-worth so much, feel like such a rock star in the sales world because of Grant and because of events like this is just amazing. Couldn't be more grateful.
The point of the script is the bone is the skeleton. And then you guys got to put the ligaments and the meat and the muscle on the thing.
Not only have we improved our processes, improved our sales scripts, improved our pitches, but we've actually brought in $150,000 in new business opportunities.
You're getting somebody that's in market and hot. Would you rather that, or would you rather somebody you have to call cold? Just take responsibility for it.
We built the business from scratch, generated $50 million of earnings over the 14 years, and I sold it for $150 million.
Just meeting these people, getting the information from Grant, 100% worth any money I could pay or ever get.
In the last 6 months, we went from 2.8 to 5.3.
I definitely recommend this to anybody that's willing to grow their business, learn sales and marketing. You just got to be here.
That is your responsibility for setting the bar and the culture in your team. And you can't do that, and you can't demand that if you're not doing it yourself.
Thank you very much for having me today. God bless you. Be great. 10X everything. 10X. 10X yourself. 10X yourself. 10X your family. 10X. Thank you.